Hi everyone, we are back for a gardening adventure, and today we have a special project.
So I reached out to all my followers on Toni Farmer's Garden Club on Facebook and asked, are there any people in South Jersey who garden and have a gardening question for us?
So today I am delivering Toni to them so she can solve their problems, answer their questions, and keep watching to the end for an update on my tomatoes. I'm not doing that. We are here with Karan in her absolutely beautiful garden. Look at these planters. These were made by her husband, which I hope Joe's watching because these are really cool. Your husband is impressive.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
I know you have a question.
I do.
And I brought Toni Farmer along.
Hi, Toni. Can you tell me, do I have enough water in this garden?
It's a great question because when you have a big raised bed like this, it's kind of hard to get this right. So I'm looking at this, the best way to tell is to stick a finger down there.
Which I know.
Marianne, would you like to put your fingers in the dirt today?
Yes.
Does it feel wet all the way down?
Oh God, kind of.
But it does feel nice and moist, and I don't feel any sitting water at the bottom either.
No.
And when I take the dirt like this and I pinch this like this, it feels like a nice damp sponge. That is perfect. Awesome. Now, everything in your garden looks absolutely stunning and beautiful. I'm so impressed. But as healthy as the carrots look on top, you've got a very common root vegetable problem on the bottom. So these have grown with part of the root above ground, and then the leaves start, and that root is what turns into the carrot. So if that's not below ground, all you're going to get is this little skinny root and no carrot.
Okay.
I see that right here, right here.
Okay.
So we're going to experiment here. We're going to try and push the dirt up against these carrots. You're going to keep them watered as you have been, and in a week I want you to come out and check them and see if that root has started to get a little fatter like a carrot.
I do have another question about this one. There's all sorts of little bugs in here.
Yes. I noticed that. You have like a whole world of little bugs.
I always say, let's not worry until there's a problem. And your plants don't have a single bug bite on them. Nothing. So my guess is they have found a food source in your soil that they're perfectly happy with. Let's just leave them alone until we see a problem.
Perfect.
Wow, that's lucky. I also noticed these mini picnic tables attached to your fence.
Yes.
Want me to go check them out?
Absolutely.
These are amazing.
Thanks. We put these up here to feed the squirrels.
You have squirrels sitting in your backyard at picnic tables.
We do. They eat, and hopefully with them eating here, they won't go over to the garden to eat.
Where did you get that idea?
My husband had seen something on like YouTube or something like that, and for my daughter's birthday party last year, he put together all these little kits we dropped off, and via Zoom, they built picnic tables, squirrel picnic tables for her birthday party.
Wow. And they have a picnic.
And they have a picnic.
Seriously, will there be two? One on each side?
One per table.
One per table.
They are very territorial.
Oh.
Yeah.
So as cute as this is, I do want to caution that if our watchers are not having a squirrel problem, I don't want them to go get these, because if the squirrels have found a food source someplace else, you could be drawing them to your garden and then they discover what else you have.
Because I have found evidence of them digging in my raised beds.
All right, good solution.
Yep.
I love the creative thinking.
We are here with Laura, another South Jersey gardener like me.
So Toni, I have planted very few of the squash family, but this year pumpkins, I would love to have some for my wedding this year.
Wait, you're going to have like your food at your wedding?
It won't be the
that you grew?
food, it'll be the decoration.
Oh, still, that's that you made.
That's what I'm trying.
First of all, congratulations on getting engaged. That's awesome. So what happened when you came outside?
Wilted, and very much could notice small boring holes in a lot of the plants.
That's called squash vine borers, and in the business we call them SVPs. They are a flying black and orange insect that looks a little bit like a dragonfly. They are laying eggs on your zucchini plants, anything in the squash family, pumpkins, anything. And then as they hatch, they crawl down and they bore a hole, hence the name, in the stem of your plant. Once you see the plant wilting, you're almost out of luck. You have to catch it earlier. So let me show you how to do that. So what you'll notice is along these stems, you'll see a hole and a split in the stem, and it'll look like ragged edges. And then they leave a discharge that looks like wet sawdust. And the second you see that, you know someone has bored in there. And if they're still in the stem, just clip the stem off and destroy it. You can throw it in your trash can or burn it or whatever, and that guy's gone. And if you notice it has gotten even more into the actual coursing stem of the plant, I've dug them out before and had a really good success. Marianne Aleardi is not going to enjoy this part of gardening.
She's not going to do this part.
Oh, it's a challenge now.
Oh my God, I can't believe
I might have one out back.
Take a knife and you'll go in and just open the little slit a little bigger and stick the knife in there and force him out. And there's normally 1 or 2 in there. Get them out of there. And then this is important. You want to allow the stem to heal. So bury the stem. Lay the whole stem down in the soil. Push the mulch back, bury it. You might even want to bring some extra soil in, because these stems get really big, right? And pile it back up over it, then put the mulch back over it and water it, and the stem will all be allowed to heal itself a little bit.
And I know you have a whole garden back there. I'd really like to see it, even though I think it's going to be really embarrassing for me. But can we take a look?
Absolutely. Yes, absolutely.
Great.
Hey, this looks great. So these are your potatoes.
These are my potatoes.
You've got some beautiful squash here, and you put your marigolds in, and then your peas look gorgeous.
Yeah, I was so excited. It's only started flowering as of, I think, 3 days ago.
Are there pea pods on here?
Not yet, but you should know, Marianne, you can eat the entire pea plant, including the flowers.
Oh, okay. I'm not doing that. Seriously?
Yeah.
Have you done it?
I don't think I've done it with the peas yet.
Okay,
I'll do it. All right, I'll
load
do
her
it.
up.
1, 2, 3.
Oh,
They taste like the peas.
yeah.
They do. And your onions look beautiful, and your beans are coming up over here.
Yeah, and then I have cherry tomatoes and big boy tomatoes.
You've mulched beautifully, which is going to cut down on your blight risk.
I was so surprised at how much more moisture is held in these 2 boxes than any of the other ones.
Yeah, I've been skimping on my mulch. My bed still doesn't have mulch all over it. Thank you so much. Your garden is really pretty.
Thank
I
you.
can't get over the South Jersey gardens we've been seeing. They are putting me to shame. But speaking of which, let's go check out my tomatoes, see how they're doing. Okay, when I water the tomatoes, I feel like I'm watering the mulch, not the tomato.
No, that's perfect. I don't want you to water the tomato plant. Water the mulch, and the water soaks down and gets to the roots, and I think your tomato plant looks great.
Thank you. And even if there's like this big puddle around it.
Yeah, and then that will drain down, and that's good drainage. You don't want the puddle to stay there, because that means you have no drainage in your soil, but having it settle into the soil is perfect for watering your tomato plant.
Okay. And second question, last year I had the mesh netting around to keep animals out. Do I do that again?
I would. If you've got critters in your backyard, they're going to come back. They know you're here now.
Okay. They know I'm a gardener.
And tell me about all these weeds.
You know, I didn't even notice that I had all these weeds.
You've got a lot of weeds here, but we're going to pull them out.
We're going to weed. And really, you just pull
Yep, just pull them up.
and take them out of the bed.
Yep.